That F5 team. No, it doesn't even say F5 anymore.
I wish I was playing 10 years ago because I'm pretty sure I would have got some 10k finish.
Mind your business.
A certain Egyptian king is being ignored.
Saint Maximin.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Only One Bonus Point, a light take on a deep game. We're back and we're your hosts. My name is Ray.
And I go by the name of RJ. How's it going, my guy?
It is good. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see our team are just flying at the moment, playing the most beautiful football. It's just a coincidence that our Spurs compadre could not make it today. It's just
could not make it. Could not make it.
Hey.
His team's not doing well. His FPL team's not doing well, and he doesn't show up.
Exactly.
I mean, take of that what you
it's just a coincidence.
It's just a coincidence. Yeah, there's no correlation whatsoever. No, there's none whatsoever. Oh, Ray, you were missed at the FPL meets this weekend, man. It was a very, very good one.
I've seen the photos, man. Yeah,
man.
Just drama as well with FPL, isn't it? It's just so unpredictable right now, everything that's going on in the game, isn't it? Let alone football.
Exactly. But yeah, I feel it's very good. So if anybody ever sees the links for the next FPL meet, just come down. If I'm not working, I'll be down there as well. Again, come give us a shout. But more importantly, as you see down by there, don't forget to like and subscribe on the video. Don't forget to share. And of course, if you want to catch me on X, my handle is @_only1RJ.
I am @Ray_Cure.
And Laws is @only1_law. That's the one. Yeah.
And of course, only one bonus point with the number 1. It's quite funny actually. Every time we do it, we talk about our own handles, not our actual show.
We never do so.
But y'all should know already. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And you can email us. Only one bonus point.
Yay! There we go.
@only1bonuspoint@gmail.com with the number 1 and our mini league code RJ.
Oscar Charlie 3 Bravo Kilo. If you haven't joined already, Ray. So, blank game week 26. What are we saying? What
we're gonna go. So we're gonna go through our scores really quickly. Though it's going to be a massively quick segment. We'll then be planning ahead as well, because every single week it feels like there's some fixture updates or something that's happening. So we're going to be looking at planning ahead using Ben Crellin's incredible planner. Game week 27 fixtures, probably pick a couple of few that we like with the assets, look at our bus teams and look at the mini league standings, sir.
Yes. So, as we all know, the person with the lowest score always seems to go first, but I know it ain't me again. I say again like it's never me right now. It's never me.
You know what? You should just say you should just say it's not me, and we're like, yeah, we know it's not you, RJ.
But they know
you don't even have to say again anymore. Unfortunately, it is me.
Oh, okay. Oh wow! I'm not gonna lie.
I made a couple of changes. So Darwin and Kevin De Bruyne went out for -4 for Hwang Hee-chan and Solanke.
Oh, wow.
To be honest with you, I would have just, if KDB, if I heard that he was starting, I wouldn't have bought in Solanke. I would have just brought in Hwang for maybe Palmer or something. But anyway, Dubravka didn't start, so I didn't actually have a goalkeeper. So no points there. Gabriel with 2, Estupinian with 1, Taylor with 1. What is defense? Foden with 11, who in a difficult season has been incredible for me. Foden with 11, Saka with 10, Garnacho with 2, Hwang Hee-chan with 3, Haaland with 10, captain Watkins with 9, who's back in form again, and Solanke with 2. Game week rank 4 million, so it was just really tough. 51 points. And overall rank of 760k, about an 80k drop. So yeah, I'm at a point at the moment where I'm trying to make some moves to just move, but the greens are pretty small, but the reds are pretty brutal. So,
but considering this is a blank game week, an AK drop isn't the worst. I know it's not ideal,
one way to look at it.
but it's not the worst because it's a blank game week. I mean, you can still come back from that quite easily. Not to mention, took a -4 as well, so teams will geared up towards the blank game week 29, which we will see what happens there.
Yes, sir.
But you did jump on the Hwang bandwagon, didn't you?
You know, it was Louise or Huang were the discussions, but then someone with Bailey, of course, and a lot of it was to think about game week 29. Now I'm set to free hit. I've been saying that for weeks. I've said it up here that free hit is something I think I'll do. And so I looked at Huang and thought Sheffield United are so bad, but to be honest with you, they could have got a point out of that game.
Yeah, I don't. Wolves seem a bit different with Kuna as well. Pedro Neto's back, but Kuna's gone. Pedro Neto's on fire, but Hwang just come back from the Asia Cup. So everyone knows that I love Hwang Yi-chan, but I just thought it's a bit too soon for me. And then when everyone started piling on, I was like, "Yep, nope, I'm not on it."
Fair play, fair play.
But yeah,
awesome.
It's still a great shout though for next week, especially if you're going for your free hit. So this is Laws.
Yep,
59 points with a -4. So what was his transfers?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
I think it's Gordon. Let me go look for and Watkins. I think I'll tell you that in just a sec. What was that?
Well, the elevator music that you're going to input.
Okay, so Law took out Darwin and Salah after bringing Salah in to bring in Watkins and Saka. So Saka has been burning him the last few weeks, so he's brought him in. So his game week rank was 2.1 million. He got 59 points. He had Ben White for 2, Lamptey for 6, Alex Moreno for a -1, Martinez with a 1, Gordon 2, Saka 10, Foden 11, Gross still keeps getting 0.7, Solanke 2,
Amazing.
Ollie Watkins 9, and Captain Haaland 10. So Law, I'm assuming that's a very small green arrow for him, but that's more importantly. So his overall rank is still
1,025,000.
25,000. Yeah. So it's a small green arrow for him. Very small green arrow.
His wild card has just worked completely against him, hasn't it? Because I think when he activated it, it was around 500,000. So, lol, unlucky.
Yeah, you say lol. Oh gosh, and then Tottenham lost to Fulham. Oh, good.
I know, it's incredible.
Lovely. All right, so I got 62 points. Do 2 free transfers. I brought in Ollie Watkins and Bailey. I took out Solanke, but I know Solanke's got the double coming up. But I saw that game where Watkins was. Ever since I've insulted him, Watkins has been flying.
Yeah.
The second I insulted him, everything started going his way. So So I brought in Bailey as well for Jota. That was an easy decision to make because he was injured. And so I got 62, Leder with 3, Mikalenko with 2, Trippier with 0. He came off my bench for nothing, but that's what we did. We smashed them up. Espinyan with 1, Saliba with 2, Saka with 10, Foden with 11, Bailey, great points with 12,
amazing midfield.
Tony with 2, Watkins with 9, and Haaland as my captain with 10. As we all know, I chickened out of making Watkins captain, and it really would have worked. Yeah.
You put a post about that, isn't it? And I responded very quickly.
Yeah, you did. You did. I chickened out. Yeah, big time. Big time. But yeah, you win some, you lose some. I'll be very real. My other decision I was gonna make, what was I gonna do? If it wasn't a good one, It didn't pull off. I can't remember what it was. I think I was going to that was it. I was going to swap Estupinian for either Doty or Matty Cash.
Oh,
I
okay.
was really moving to Matty Cash, and then he would have got me 1 point. So I was so close to doing that. So I got lucky on this side, I guess. But yeah, 1.6 game week rank. No, 1.8 million game week rank actually. That's taking me up to 12k. 12k 622. 4 points off the top 10k. So that's what we're aiming. And yeah, it's a 3k rise. It was a much bigger rise in the beginning. It was up to 8k. And then with the destruction of Bowen, I died. Yeah, I dropped a little bit. But we are very happy with that score.
As we should be. It's fantastic.
Was
the Bailey shout? Did you kind of consider 29 as well?
Yes.
When you brought him in? Okay.
Yes.
Was it close between him and Louise, or was it really like, I'm going Bailey?
He was an option, but I was always going to go Bailey.
Okay.
I was always going to go Bailey. Yeah, he was an option, and obviously Louise. I don't want to say, oh yeah, I would have done Louise as well. I was always going to go Bailey. I think just because I know he's getting the points in, but you still see him as a CDM, right? He's just his home form is insane.
I know.
And he's on penalties. So in hindsight, because of the penalties, Louise is definitely the better shout because it's more attacking options. One of their double game weeks is at home.
Mm-hmm.
He plays in blank game week 29. I mean, yeah. And he beat Bailey by 3 points this week. So,
but still,
either way, they're both differentials, and they both would have done well for you.
What are your thoughts on Estupinian, because he's a real problem now?
Waste of my time. We got to get rid of him. We have to get rid of him. We have to. We have to get rid of him. It's his time to go now, man. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's not playing. Manager's benched him now. I don't know what he's done. Brighton aren't ticking really. I know they're getting some of their players back. Enciso's back. Ansu Fati is back.
Yeah, but Mitoma's out for 2 to 3 months.
Mitoma's out for the rest of the season. Gilmore's gonna ban. It's just you got to stay away. I think Lamptey's in form, but I think Welbeck is now out as well.
Just Gross and Dunk would be the only two I would.
Yeah, but they need something as well. They ain't got no one around them. A Dingra. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. He needs to go, and he's an easy person to switch around with people that'll be playing in game week 29.
And the double as well, isn't it? Bournemouth, Luton. Yeah, exactly.
Sensei, who's the most recent name that's popping up? The guy that's going to replace Kelly. No, the guy's going to replace Kelly because Kelly's injured. They're checking his fitness. A lot of people are talking about him right now.
What team?
Bournemouth.
Oh, Senesi?
No, I said Senesi. Kirk's.
Okay.
Kirkes.
The left
Milos Kirkes. Yeah, the left back. Yeah, because Kelly's injured. They check his fitness. So Milo Kirkes is 4.4 million and his ownership is 0.2%. I guarantee that's going to fly up when we hear what happens with Kelly. So watch out for that one. That's a good double game wicket to have because he's quite attacking. But yeah, Ray, you might be happy to know. I think I've changed my mind on the free hit.
What's that? That's interesting.
Everybody is trying to do the same thing. Everybody's trying to firm game week 29 and then free hit later. And that's just made me think about it.
Did you hear like 90% of the content creators are now looking to free hit in 29?
To free hit in 29?
Yeah. No, I've been saying for a month now.
No, you've been saying that for ages, but a lot of them are trying to avoid it. A lot of them want to get their points or try to cover the games and then play their free hit in 34.
Yeah,
which originally was what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, you sold it really well. But what I'm thinking in 34/37, we'll be building our team anyway to have as many doublers as we can. So I'm
True.
trying to kind of think of what the huge advantage would be of the free hit in 34 compared to, let's say, myself is by 34 or potentially more 37, because I think there'll be more double fixtures, is that, we'll actually I'll have more time to bring in those players.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking.
So also we find out as well what's happening with the games. We know who is going to be blanking more. Look at that. Look at that. Man's quick with it. So we got this from Ben Crellin, as you know. So we know who's going to be playing after tonight's games, who's going to be blanking. Who do we need to get into our team? So right now we know confirmed West Ham versus Aston Villa, Fulham versus Tottenham, and Burnley versus Brentford. City are currently battering Luton. 3-1 Haaland hat-trick. I don't know if it's more yet, but I was looking at avoiding the free hit in 29, right? But what I've noticed is that's going to be tying me in to getting transfers for only them and players I might not want, which may force me to use a wild card early, which I don't want to do. The other side to it is most people are going to be fighting to get in 8 to 9 players.
Yeah.
They're not going to get a full 11.
No.
With the free hit, you can get the full 11. And more importantly, I don't think everyone's going to free hit in 29 because a lot of people have got Luton players. A lot of people have got they've gone for Villa players. I've got 2, but some people have 3, and a lot have got the Luton player mixed up as well. So I'm thinking, and they've got Bowen, Richarlison, people going for Son. Do I need to start breaking up my team, taking the minuses rather than just save the chip and just go for it? Because double game weeks are always attractive, but it doesn't mean you're going to get the points. It doesn't mean you're going to get the points. Like everyone's like a few people got triple captain Solanke in a couple of weeks. He could blank both of them easily, like Haaland did.
Yeah, well, he got a goal, but it felt like a blank, didn't it? One goal.
It felt like a blank, bro. Waste of more time.
So there's a likelihood that we could have Forest against Luton, even though I back Forest to beat Man United. I believe the game is at, is at Forest home. I believe so. So that'd be interesting as well. But you can just see Man United just pulling something out because I don't even know what kind of team they are anymore. I just give up trying to think of what kind of team they are. Inconsistent team, that's what I'll say.
If you're organized enough, you can beat them.
Yeah.
I think they might try and show up against Man City, which I'm not too mad at. But
I could see them. I could see them fluking a draw because they got those type of players, haven't they? Let's be honest.
So, for the benefit of those on the audio, real quick, Brighton versus Man City in game week 29. If Brighton beat Wolves or if Man City beat Luton, they will blank. Wolves versus Bournemouth. If Wolves beat Brighton or if Bournemouth beat Leicester, they will blank. Arsenal versus Chelsea. It only depends if Chelsea beat Leeds. Crystal Palace versus Newcastle. If Newcastle beat Blackburn. Everton versus Liverpool is only if Liverpool beat Southampton. Man United versus Sheffield is only if Man United beat Nottingham Forest. And Luton versus Nottingham Forest is if Luton beat Man City or if Nottingham Forest beat Man United. And Luton are not beating Man City. So.
And Newcastle currently are 1-0 up against Blackburn.
Okay.
And Bournemouth and Leicester is 0-0 at the moment, and it's going into extra time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think there's going to be a weird blank. A game we would have thought that
was going to blank, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's happening with Wolves right now? Oh, Sugar is 6-2. Oh my goodness.
Wait, what's happening?
It is 5-2. Haaland has scored 5 goals. Haaland has scored the 3rd minute, the 80th minute, the 40th minute, the 55th minute, and the 58th minute. Where was this guy in the double game week?
Well, in my other formats, he's brilliant, man.
De Bruyne has 4 assists.
I can't.
The last one.
I can't keep strong anymore.
Wait. 6-2. Kovacic.
Kevin De Bruyne, we have said here before that he is now, for me, the greatest central midfielder to ever play in the Premier League. Yeah, I've kind of decided that. Yeah, more than
Ever.
Vieira, Scholes, all of them. Yeah, I think he's unbelievable.
Mm.
But I have such an issue with him after bringing him in, and he got not only a blank in the double, but then he didn't play in the last game. They're so difficult to kind of see that he got a hat trick or 4 assists and think, for God's sake, about 2 weeks later, you sorry.
What did you say? Watch your mouth. Foolish.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah, it's a madness. What they're doing is a madness. But it is Luton. Let's be real. John Stone's got the assist for that. So Ray, how do we navigate this game week? How do we plan ahead? How do we attack these games?
Well, it's this is where we almost break into 2 separate directions, isn't it? You've got someone like myself who is still very much thinking of free hit 29, wildcard 30 to set up for the rest of the season and then have my bench boost left. Yep. So I'm almost just looking to attack the next 2 game weeks and think, okay, I'll attack these 2 however I can. And, if we segue into the fixtures, Spurs and Palace.
Sorry, before you do that, apologies. So you said you're going to free hit 29, which I knew.
Yeah.
But you're going to wildcard 30.
Yeah, the fixtures aren't. I don't fall back into good fixtures.
Okay.
Yeah, I fall back into quite. Which so when we do our bus teams, you'll kind of see. So I can just
kind of still got the same. You still got the same strategy going forwards. There's a lot of other people that are trying to dead end into blank game week 29 with their transfers, and then they still have to wildcard in 30 anyway.
Exactly. Okay. So yeah, exactly. So we'll get to my bus team though, and I'll explain a bit more, go further. But what kind of fixture? What's the first fixture that really hits you here from a football aspect and FPL aspect? What are you thinking?
Well, I heard you say it, so you might as well go straight into it. Spurs versus Palace, man.
I've got so much right. You see, what's really exciting about this is, the first kickoffs of the game week are 3 p.m. So I'm very confident we'll pretty much somehow get the lineups beforehand. And leaks. A lot rides for me, leaks in regards to Udogie. Will he start? Okay. Because I have him and I like to start him with Salah. Salah's a huge one, RJ. If we find out Salah's starting, but if we find out he's starting, I think I'll bring him in.
Oh yeah, against Nottingham Forest, because
but sorry, Spurs Palace is massive because I think Son could be a shout for captaincy this week. I put him in. I put him in the top 4.
So, how do you navigate that? Because you got a doggy.
A lot of money in the bank.
You've got a doggy already, right?
Yeah.
So you want to bring in Son and Salah. If they're both playing, can you afford them both?
No, I'll bring in one, and Salah's number 1 choice at the moment.
Of course, yeah. Okay. But you think Son is a great captaincy pick? Yeah, I don't know though. What about the new manager bounce?
Yeah, right. You know what they're gonna do? 2 banks of 5.
Yeah, it's true. That is. I do want to see how Spurs line up with Son back, Richarlison. Is it going to go back to how Richarlison was before Son left, or is he going to continue this form he's been on? I'm not too sure how they're going to use him, but
and who play on the right as well, isn't it? Because they've been playing Brennan Johnson there a lot, like Kulusevski, and Madison's back as well.
Yeah,
so I'm really interested to see will they just put out their best 11? But what is their best 11? I don't actually know anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What are you thinking?
These fixtures. To be honest, I don't like these fixtures. I think Sheffield United versus Arsenal. I think Arsenal assets are going to have fun in that game. Touch wood. I have to touch wood because I just need them to batter them. But really, truly, Manchester City versus United is the only other game I think is something that's going to be devastating because, as you see, Haaland just scored 5 goals. We don't know if it's 7 already. We haven't checked. But it's 5 goals since we last spoke about it. And I just think the way United are playing, and because it's the Manchester derby, I just see City destroying them. They've done it before. Yeah. They're at home. Yeah. A lot of people are going to go for Saka as captain against Sheffield United, which is a very, very good shout. People are going to go for Son against Crystal Palace, again, another good shout. And then people are going to go for Salah against Nottingham Forest, another good shout. I'm going to go for Haaland versus Man United.
Yeah.
Because they are terrible. And they look different without Haaland. Luke Shaw, is he injured again as well?
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't play in the last game. Yeah.
Martinez is still injured. Varane is getting bullied. He can't seem to.
I can't believe how poor he's been since Man United bought him. I thought they were buying. I looked at Varane and thought he's one of the best defenders in the world when they bought him.
Yeah.
But
now, is that because
it's because he had Ramos, and it's because he had who did he have when France won the World Cup next to him? Let me think about this one. I think he's a brilliant number 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but for me, I thought it's just the pace of the Premier League, maybe.
Potentially.
Maybe because you don't have time on the ball in the Premier League. But then also, I thought, but he played well in the World Cup. So how is he not able to handle this? And he's got a passion for United. You don't care for them. Doesn't care for them. Doesn't care for them. Doesn't care. Doesn't care. Doesn't care. Because he'll go back to France and we'll see the Varane that we know. I guarantee it. But yeah, I just think United coming up against City, normally United show up against them, but it's just the wrong time. If it was a couple weeks ago when they were finding their form with Højlund and they just got Martinez back, I think maybe they could have done something. But now, I think they're going to run all over them. It's going to be peak. We've seen them do a 6-0 a couple of times there. Everyone's back.
Everyone back now.
And as you can see, Kevin De Bruyne is in fine form.
So unfair.
But yes. All right. So spreading it out. Newcastle at Arsenal. We played very well, but they looked poor. They looked very poor. We suffocated them. Now, the way Wolves are playing, do you think they can get some points at St. James Park?
I do, because, every time with every single transfer I've made, doing my little flow chart, if I hear this or hear that, Hwang plays because I think Newcastle looks so leaky. And so when you look at us, Arsenal, we are making teams look terrible because we are playing so exceptionally well, apart from the Porto game, which was just a very poor performance. And obviously the way Porto obviously were well organised, but we were poor. So, however, Newcastle have been so leaky in defence. They've already conceded 10 more goals than they did the whole of last season. I think they've conceded like 44, 45. And the thing is, they've had their full defence back for a few weeks now. And I'm just thinking, and it hasn't changed. And I just feel Pope is so incredible as a goalkeeper. I just don't think Dubravka, a gift for FPL, well, we thought he was a gift, that I just don't think it instills the confidence that someone like Pope does, isn't it? Which is true. When you have a top keeper at the back, it instills confidence in the defence.
That's true.
I think Arsenal look better defensively because I think there's more trust on Raya. Ramsdale is more likely to pull out a Hollywood save where you're like, what happened? Because it's so incredible. But I think for consistency, Raya is more trusted. I can see it as well.
Yeah.
So,
and also his distribution is insane.
Well. And it's just exactly. And the sweeper keeper role he plays, he runs like a sprinter, Raya. Yeah. When goalkeepers, when they run, it's kind of like a bit
they look in slow motion, the ball just...
but Raya's just, he's
off.
He packs some speed. But if I had Wolves assets attacking, I'd be more tempted to start them actually in this game. What do you think?
So you're not worried about Kuna not being there again? Remember we spoke earlier about Kuna not being there. Pedro Neto, I think, Pedro Neto will have a good time at Newcastle, but I don't know, the fashion that we beat them, the fashion in which we beat them, I think they might have a bit of a kickback when they get back home with their own fans. There's going to be goals in the game. I expect both teams to score. But now looking at other matches,
but would you rather start Palmer or Hwang?
I would rather start Palmer against Brentford because
makes sense. Who've been equally crap in defense.
Were terrible at West Ham. I couldn't believe it. Bowen rejuvenated with Paqueta back, just like that. Just like that,
The
immediately.
philosophy was true, wasn't it? He really did.
Mate, just changed the whole game. And
incredible.
Did he get any assists?
No, I don't think
he
so.
didn't. He
didn't need to. He just
the game.
pulled everything.
Yeah. But I'm looking at that Fulham versus Brighton game. Fulham have been playing all right. Brighton are really bad at the moment. And can we take a moment to talk about Muniz?
Yeah, we spoke about him 2 weeks ago.
Bro, what a striker. What the hell? His decision making is brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Like, where's this guy been? I know he's young, but some of the things like, all right, he's at Fulham. He's not like setting the Premier League alight yet. But if you watch him as a striker, some of the things he does, it's just like, hold on, you are in full control and you've got a lot of confidence in what you're doing. The last game he played, I don't know which defender it was, but it was in the box. And he bars the defender to his left and swung the ball around to the right and got a shot off and hit the post. But it was the awareness to force the defender in that direction and then switch to the other side and get a shot off. You don't see average strikers doing that. That is someone that he's just waiting. Someone's going to come and collect that player because he's very good. I think you put him in a better side and the goals will start coming in. He doesn't give up on anything.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to bring him into my team for my wild card. Definitely, with his cheapness, his 4.4 mils. Yes, definitely. Don't care. I will.
Cool.
Any other game you're looking at, bro?
Nah.
What about Burnley Bournemouth?
Well, Solanke's been injured. Well, he didn't start this game. He wasn't even.
Is it confirmed?
He wasn't in the squad in this game. Was it Bournemouth playing today? Maybe I'm making up stories.
Is it confirmed he's injured?
Stories.
Oh no! Is he confirmed injured?
Yeah. So Bournemouth are losing 1-0 to Leicester, by the way.
Oh,
so he wasn't in the squad at all.
So if we go back to our sheet from Ben Crellin, Bournemouth could play Wolves. Are Wolves beating Brighton at the moment?
They're not playing yet. I think they're playing tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So Bournemouth lose. If they lose and then Wolves carry on, what are you saying for your team? Because then you will have an extra player in game week 29. He's still gonna.
Yeah, I've made my decision. Yeah, mentally.
I'm not doing it.
It's when I deviate from certain plans. At least historically, I mean, this season's been hilarious. It's become funny now, but is when I just stick to it. I can just say, well, I stuck to it. It worked. It didn't work. If I deviate stuff, which I've done a lot this season, I've actually suffered for it. So
yeah, stick to the plan, man. But yeah, I just think most people are going to be trying to gear up for game week 29. So I feel like this is going to be a very weird game week. I don't know if it's going to be a high scoring one. There's going to be quite a different spread of captains. And I don't know if there's going to be a right captain pick. Do you?
Well, let's get to it. Let's get to our bus teams.
Let's do it. Who's going first?
Well, we'll start with Law.
So he's gone for... Go on.
Yeah, so Law at the moment has gone with Martinez in goal against Luton, Ben White against Sheffield United, Walker against Man United, Moreno against Luton, so he's got double Villa defence. Currently, bus captain is Saka, Foden, Palmer, Gross. That's a really good midfield. Solanke, Watkins, and Haaland vice captain. The bench is Dubravka, Gordon. That's an interesting one. Gusto and Lamptey. He's actually got a good squad, I must say. Like, everyone plays.
Yeah.
Projected points at the moment, 71 points. Money in the bank at the moment is 3.6 mil. And he did actually leave a message where he said,
Yes.
if there are no cup upsets, I'm wildcarding this week to avoid free hit 29 and use it in the double, which is something you spoke about 2 weeks ago.
He's going to wildcard this week.
To not free hit in 29. So that's interesting. So it's completely opposite to kind of what I'm thinking.
So hold on. If he wildcards
I love
this
his
week,
team.
he's going to build a team for game week 29 and then start transferring them out up until 34, which is only 4 free transfers. Dangerous. But I get what he's. I know what he's going for here because of his overall rank. He's taking a risk. He needs to take a risk. That's what I think he's going for. But
this team is still really nicely set up to put him to game week 29.
Yeah, he's got Watkins. He's got 3 Aston Villa. He's got Solanke. 4. Who else has he got? Okay, that's it. Yeah, he's got 4 assets. That's why. Yeah, it's not that many. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, he'll be hurt by this game week if he doesn't. No?
I think his team is really good for this game week.
No, for this game week, yeah, but for game week 29.
Well, that's what I'm saying to free hit.
Yeah. Oh, so you say you should free hit and then ignore the It's like you know when people gamble, they go for the 100 to 1 and 250 to 1 because it's just so exciting.
Yeah, they're both
free hit. The free hit in game week 34 is exciting. It is. Just having all doublers. It still excites me. I just feel I have to play smart.
Okay. I'm just thinking that our wild card could feed to having doublers in that game week. That's all.
Yeah.
But I see both sides. But if he wildcards as well, is how many Bournemouth Luton assets is he going to have for the double in 28?
Yeah.
Because that's just a nice little double to have where you can just
cheeky one,
hack in and that's what I'm doing. When we get to me as well, it's like, yeah, I am dead end into a free hit 29 and wildcard 30. So,
all right, let's hear it. Let's see it.
Yeah. So at the moment, this is me. So 5.8 in the bank. So Dubravka in goal.
Jeez,
Gabriel.
Where'd you get that money from, boy?
Yeah, no. Bonds, premium bonds. Gabriel, Virgil, and Taylor. Saka, captain at the moment, but this is what Drafthound said. Foden, Palmer, Huang, Solanke, Watkins, Haaland, but I will captain Haaland, like yourself.
Oh, you going for that as well, yeah?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Good man.
Turner, Garnacho, Estupiñán, and Udogi. So Estupiñán is so funnily enough, that's a 3 p.m. game as well. So I'll likely get the news if he'll start. So if Estupiñán or Udogi start, I'm delighted. I won't make a defensive change. I'll just look at Son or Salah. Yeah, I'll just look at Son or Salah, which one I'll get in. Again, Liverpool usually get good leaks historically.
Yep.
So I'm confident we'll get something from there. If we don't get anything from Liverpool, I'll bring in Son. Originally, I was thinking take out Palmer for Son. But now I'm thinking it will be Garnacho for Son and bench Huang.
Okay. And then if Salah's confirmed, Salah for who? Foden.
The more I look at this with you, I'm thinking I can't bring in Salah because Foden has been the best Man City attacker.
Yeah, so the only person you can take out is Saka, and Saka's got double-digit hauls in like the last 4 weeks.
Now we're looking at this. I think it's Son or not. It's Son.
Yeah,
it has to be because then Salah's a way to. Well, when Salah plays against anyone at Anfield, he's unbelievable.
Yeah, but that's normally when he has a team to back him. And right now, all he has is Gakpo, McAllister,
David Luiz. Not David Luiz. What the hell am I saying? Luis Diaz.
Luis Diaz.
You're right. There's no real creativity from midfield, is there, to help him?
Yeah, it changes a lot.
Is not playing, and Trent's not playing. So I think the decision is actually made, RJ, is that I'm probably thinking Garnacho, who's been loyal to me regarding him playing, but not really returning for me, is I'm probably thinking Garnacho to Son.
Mm-hmm.
Bench
One
Go
cheeky
ahead.
question. After Man City, they've got Everton and Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Just food for thought.
Well, Sheffield United is a free hit 29, isn't it? So,
Okay. Yeah, sorted. Yeah, fair
so it's
enough.
more the Everton game. But I like Palmer at home to Newcastle, and I like Hwang at home to Fulham. So I'm trying to balance it. Now, if we hear Estupinian and Udogi are not starting, then I'll take out probably Estupinian and bring in Senesi. It's a -4, but it sets me up for next week's double.
Yeah, fair. That's a good shout.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. It's just I just don't like that look of Taylor in there, your team, but I know he's not going to play. It just looks horrible.
All those reds. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you got. I think Solanke's going to do better than in this next couple game weeks as well, since he black. But have we got confirmation on those rumors?
He wasn't in the squad. That's it. That's all we have at the moment.
Okay.
Now, why wasn't he in the
to look out for
squad?
the pressers.
Exactly.
Rest him.
But the thing, unfortunately, he's not part of the first kickoffs on Saturday.
Yeah.
If we do hear that he's doubtful, I'm in a position where I could actually bench him.
Okay.
And I could play a 3-5-2 if I have Son in there, isn't it?
Nice.
Garnacho goes to Son, 3-5.
Yeah, that works.
And keep him for the double next week, the week after.
Yeah, so we've got to just wait for the press conferences for that. Also, as well, for everybody else, you've got to be careful with the leaks. You have to be quick because the last leak was like, what, 5 minutes before? 6 minutes before the deadline? It didn't crash the website, which I was very surprised at, but you know it can happen.
One man is back to inject the fake leaks. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes, guys, be careful. Make sure you check that app when you see any surprises. Do not do any knee-jerk reactions.
It's a favorite curry dish in the nation. That's all I'll say.
That's all we'll say. Oh,
cool.
Mate.
Cool.
All right.
Let's move on to you, sir.
Look at me. I'm broke compared to you lot, man. All right, so I've got 1.3 million in the bank, projected 70 points. I've got Leno in goal against Brighton. What goalkeeper gets clean sheets anymore? I've got Walker against United, Trippier against Wolves, Saliba versus Sheffield United, Richarlison against Palace. Vice captain is on Saka against Sheffield United, Foden against United. Sheffield United, Manchester United, and then Bailey against Luton. I've got Tony against Chelsea, Watkins against Luton, and Haaland with the armband against Man United. I've got so many captain choices here.
I know.
Haaland, Saka, Foden, Watkins. Even Tony's a shout against Chelsea. Chelsea are awful. But yeah, I think we go for Haaland. I think those 5 goals are just confirmed.
Is this what Drafthound said recommended to you, or did you actually?
So Drafthound recommended Saka as captain.
Okay.
And I think they had Palmer in over Bailey.
Right.
Because he's projected 5.6. Yes, so I think Bailey's confidence is skyrocketing right now. I can't drop him. I'd rather drop Richarlison to Palmer. But again, yeah, do you know what? That might be my play actually. I might probably put Palmer in over Richarlison. Chelsea are gonna be taking out their pain and hurt, maybe out on Brentford.
Away. Yeah,
Brentford away.
You can see it, can't you? You can see him getting like 2 or 3 goals and being part of all of them.
Exactly, because he didn't really do much in the final as well. Richarlison might be affected by Son. We'll see, because there'll be leaks ahead, so we'll see with that. But I don't really want it to do much. I was thinking to bring Solanke back in for Tony, but
I was going to ask a question. Any transfer?
Yeah.
Are you looking to roll?
I'm looking to roll.
Sheesh.
I'm looking to roll.
Team looks great.
Because it's I'll be just doing it on FOMO really because the Sun and Salah. Solanke's
But
double game
if we
week
get
is
the
next
news that
week.
Richarlison starts, and it's like, well, I don't really need to bring in Son if I've got Richarlison, for example.
I don't really. Yeah, just leave it as it is. Solanke, that injury news is worrying because I was going to do Tony to Solanke because Tony didn't look. What's the word? Aggressive, active at all in the game
I was shocked
against
by
West
his
Ham.
performance.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
He missed a sitter as well at the end. They're just like, all right, cool. That says a lot. But yeah, I think I might want to roll into this double and then,
Solanke, Senesi, Doty, for example.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Zerky or Kersey's, whoever you said. Yeah.
Milo Kirkos. I always forget his name.
And then especially if you're going to look at potentially free hit 29, you're just dead ending.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
But yeah, man, we'll see how it goes with that, man. I'm seeing a nice little green arrow with this, as long as I don't go too crazy. So I think rolling seems to work a lot.
Yeah,
just leave it be. Yeah, man. That's me.
It's amazing. Right, we've got one more thing to share, and that is the mini league standings. So RJ, if you could,
you let me do it.
If you could read it out, please.
So,
say it with chest. Say it with chest as well.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. In fourth place, we got Winter Wonder Haaland with Prakash Matani with 72 points. He's on overall points of 1,617. His overall rank is 77.7. He captained Saka this week.
Bad.
Brilliant. Oh. All right. One of our very own
Uncle Mike,
top ambassadors of FPL and the podcast, Mr. Mike Halpin. We nearly won the league with 67 points. He's got 17 points overall, 76.8k overall rank. He went for Haaland captain. And in second place, we've got FPL Beery FC, Spencer Barrowman. He got 50 points this week. So he fell a bit behind this game week, but he's been killing it. He's 1647 overall points, 23.3k overall rank. And in first place, holding white rice, we have RJ at only one bonus point. Got 62 points, as we know, and overall points 1,661, 12.6k overall rank. Come at me.
So, I teased you last time as well. You're like, Ray, you couldn't just let me have it. And this time I really want to give you your props. So what you have done, which I have massive amount of respect, I respect you anyway, is that what you've done is that I study your transfers, your moves, everything like that, is that you pick your players, but not based on the herd mentality of thinking these are players that I think can be explosive and be good kind of short, medium, long-term picks for me. And a great example is the last time we were on and you said, I think I'm going to bring in Darwin, and we laughed at you. And then in our own personal chat, you said, no. I'm going to make the choices I want to make. And you brought in Tony. Tony's got a good 6 or 7 points more than Darwin during that time. And that's just an example. And again, you brought in Bailey rather than what the herd did. I'm happy to admit it myself, bring in Huang. So when you have made your choices without knee-jerking, without, us joking about like last season when you're like, I changed my mind and stuff. You've stuck to it. You've done it. You put down your phone. You enjoy the games. And just massive kudos to you, RJ.
Thank you, man.
Really, you getting in the top 10K is obviously amazing for you, really happy for you and everything like that. And, it kind of shows that we kind of know what we're doing on the pod as well.
Come on. we know our football, innit? I will say, though, like, you said, I'm not always going Maverick on my choices. Sometimes, if this is a herd mentality, sometimes you go for that pick if it makes sense. But when someone has just thrown the name out, and then it just gets traction, that's the ones I try to avoid. because it's like it's very short term and there's no like backing on, like there's no reason for it. Like even the Luton double that everyone was piling in
That
for
was
because they got a
crazy.
double,
Yeah.
and it's
I
like
agree
it's
with
still
you.
Luton.
I
It's still
agree with
Luton. Yeah. So
And
I mean,
also like for example, you're looking at Bailey, who is a player I know that you really rate as well. Is that, you know, Villa are playing exciting football again. He has pretty much become one of the key creative cogs now. He's keeping Diaby out of the team, and Diaby's sick. Yeah,
he's sick.
and you're looking at him,
Mm.
but you're watching him, and he's creating so much, and he's returning and stuff like that. Is that you went for him rather than Huang, who has been injured? He came back from the Asia Cup. He's obviously probably a bit jet lagged. If he wasn't playing Sheffield United, we would not have touched him. So you went with the form over fixture.
The fixture.
And at times, that's the right thing to do.
You know, it's funny because last season I was ripping into Law about having Bailey. Ripping into him. And I went for Huang, who got me points. And I didn't like Bailey as a player back then. And I didn't like how he was playing. And I prefer Huang. And it's just flipped over at this time because, you know, form. You got to get the form because look at Ollie Watkins. But the second I told him he was wasting more time, he's banged in goals. I was wrong about Watkins. I was wrong.
Give him my time. Now you're going to give him my time.
He's got more time. But yeah, man. Fellas, let's keep this up. Let's keep these pushing ourselves in these mini leagues and getting these overall ranks.
Hold on. I do have a question from the audience, Mr. RJ. If you do win the mini league, are you gonna get something for yourself?
Huh?
If you do win the mini league, are you gonna get something for yourself as the prize? Or do we have to get you something?
I think you guys should get me something. Yeah, you and Law have to get me something. I think that will hurt them a lot more. I think he'll feel that more. You know, should we see what? Let's. Where is Law? Can we find Law? Should we? Where is Law?
He's so bad. He's lower than me.
Is he on the first page?
He might be on
He's
the
not on the first page. There he is. There he is. There he is. Look at that 1M. Yuck. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Oh, great episode.
So, Ray, my guy, good to see you again.
Yes, sir.
We are going to have a look into this game week. Hopefully, everything goes well for us. You know, I want everyone to do well. And I'll catch you next episode, bro. But for now, catch us on X. You can have my handle is @_only1. RJ.
I am at Ray_Cure. You can catch the actual our actual pod at only one bonus point with the number one.
Yep, and Laws is at only1_law. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share with your people, Dems. And we will catch you next week. We have been your hosts. And my name is RJ.
My name is Ray.
I don't hear you saying anything. You missed Law.
We'll keep this.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna catch you. Thanks everyone for listening, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.